it's the new Captain America movie that uh it's the fourth one.
Are you kidding me though?
Yeah.
Oh my
It's
god.
supposed to have the Red Hulk in it. That's the big selling
Oh,
point. That's the big selling point is you got to have the Red Hulk in it because that is the only reason I am at least a little interested. I don't think it's gonna be good at all. Like,
I don't know. It could go either way on that one. I'm not sure.
well, it it had a bunch of reshoots. Like, it had a bunch of reshoots. It had a bunch of like script edits and things like that. Like, they kept changing it far into the production. And if that if that proves anything, like if history proves anything, is that if you do that, like if you're doing that, most of the time, your movie's not going to end up good. Like if you're doing reshoots and re-edits like really far into the production,
Yeah.
most of the time that doesn't work out well for the movie.
Ah man, I can only hope. And there's another Superman movie.
Hmm.
Don't tell me they recast Superman.
They did.
No.
They did, bro.
Oh.
Well, it's
But
because I don't know
is it
if
Henry Cavill?
yeah, Henry Cavill or
Henry Cavill.
I want to say it's Civil.
I'm mad. I'm mad that it's
um,
not him.
no, dude. Yeah, because well, Zack Snyder was the like I guess the head of DC for a bit, but they didn't like the direction it was going in or something like that. There was some kind of production thing that they were like, let's give it to James Gunn, who is the director of Guardians of the Galaxy. So the director of Guardians is now doing Superman,
Hmm.
and I'm just
Well,
like,
I
I
guess
don't,
it'll still be good then, but it's not Henry Cavill. It's not.
I don't, I'm not excited about it. Like, dude, I'm part of the group of people that wants the Snyderverse back. Like
The
the
Snyderverse.
Snyderverse. So Batman versus Superman,
Oh,
the
okay.
Zack Snyder's Justice League on Max is probably one of the best superhero movies ever made. It's 4 hours long, so I don't expect people to
For a
like
DC movie.
for no, I mean of all superhero movies, I would say
Okay.
Zack Snyder's Justice League. Because have you
Okay.
seen the 4 hour cut?
Uh, no, actually, to be honest, I haven't
It's amazing.
watched a lot of those ones, so
It's
I can't
amazing.
really put an opinion on that one, to be honest.
Mm.
So I can't
But yeah.
judge. I can't judge.
Let's see, Ballerina.
Uh,
It's John Wick spinoff.
oh, hell no. From the world of John Wick, Ballerina. Oh my God. This is
Yeah.
gonna be so amazing. I literally love John Wick
Yeah.
universe, so I'm
Well, dude,
stoked.
it was this one was co-directed by the same guy who did the first four John Wicks.
Yeah.
I think he directed like a few chunks of that one. So
It's
like,
gonna, that shit's gonna be action packed. Like,
yeah, dude.
there's gonna be so much guns.
Yeah, yeah. I can't wait for that. Um, did you see Top Gun Maverick? Like the new Top Gun that came out a couple years ago?
No, no.
Damn. That's okay.
But why do you ask?
Because the same guy, the same director is coming out with an F1 movie. So an F1 race movie.
Oh, okay.
And I saw the trailer. Let me tell you, bro, I saw the trailer in theaters for the first time and it got me jacked. I was so excited. I that trailer looked it had We Will Rock You playing in the background by
Okay.
Queen. Dude, I got so excited. I was getting so jacked and it was just like
Brad Pitt. Oh
mhm.
my God.
And I mean the reason why I'm excited too is just because the guy who did I don't know his name. What is his name?
Uh,
In
sorry, I
F1.
scrolled
No,
up.
you're good. Joseph Kaczynski.
Joseph Kosinski.
Yeah, Maverick was just a great movie. Top Gun Maverick was just an awesome movie through and through.
It's what I've heard.
And
I've heard
so,
really great things about it. I have seen the original Top Gun,
mhm.
but I haven't got around to getting the second one yet.
Maverick is definitely worth a watch, bro. Let's see.
And there's the Minecraft movie.
The Minecraft movie,
That's the one with Jack Black, right?
Jack Black and Jason Momoa
Dear
and
God.
Jared Hess. Holy shit. Do you know what Jared Hess has directed, bro?
No, tell me.
Napoleon Dynamite. Yeah. Napoleon Dynamite, Nacho Libre, Masterminds is the now he's the director of the Minecraft movie.
I know a lot of people are not really excited for that movie because of the way that they're doing it. They're not making it a cartoon Minecraft world. It's like a live action
Yeah.
Minecraft.
Well, yeah, I would really like it a lot more if it was animated. Like I think that's the way to do certain video game movies
Me
because
too.
in my opinion, I thought Mario movie was great. It's maybe not a great movie, but as far as trying to adapt the video game, Mario Super Brothers the Mario Super Bros movie is probably the best video game movie. Yeah. Cuz I think Minecraft would be way better if it was um
Animated.
animated. Like I think that's just how you need to do video game movies because Super Mario Brothers movie is, in my opinion, I think it's the best adaptation of a video game, just because like it might not be a great movie, but it's fun. It's fun and it gets all of the video game stuff right, in my opinion, from Super Mario Brothers.
Oh yeah, I loved that movie. It was really good. I
Yeah.
really enjoyed it.
Yeah, and so I'm just like, if you're gonna do Minecraft, just do it animated, because that one, everyone's gonna there's less risk involved, I think. I think if you're doing it live action, it's just a risky way to make your fans happy. Like
Yeah, real
that's
risky.
it's immediately going to divide audiences if you make it live action, I think. Especially now when we have had great animation movies that have not been DreamWorks or Pixar, like the Spider-Verse movies are its own thing. Despicable Me are their own thing. And so I'm like, yeah, just keep doing your own thing. You don't gotta have like I don't know. I don't think that animated movies are it's not that I think that video game movies need to be adapted into animation more than live action, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
There's The Strangers Part 2. I don't I don't know how you feel about the Strangers movies, but here. There's another Final Destinations movie coming out. Did you see any of the
Really,
Final Destinations?
really. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I've seen all of them.
Yeah. Final Destination Bloodlines. There's no poster or no synopsis up yet, but I'm just excited for another one. I think it's about time we have another Final Destination movie.
I've been waiting. I honestly have been waiting. What is it, number six or number four?
I think it's 6
Six.
because we've had I could probably name all of them. Let's see. We had the plane crash one, and then it's the highway one, and then it's the theme park one where they all die on a theme park, and then it's the raceway one, and then they have the bridge. That's in order. All the Final Destination like catastrophes.
Man, I honestly just remember a lot of clips like from them, but like I watched them all at once, basically, and
They're actually insane.
yeah, I saw them once, and so I don't have a full recollection of them. I just remember like the car wash one, and like the
Oh
one on the
yeah.
highway with the logs and shit like
Yeah.
that.
I think everyone, whether you've seen the movies or just kind of seen the scenes, I think everyone knows that scene of just that
Yeah,
giant log.
agreed.
Cool. All right.
Is there another one? The that's coming out this year on that list that you're excited to see as well?
The did you see Longlegs last year?
I did not. I did not.
That's okay. I don't know if a whole lot of people did. But it was directed by Osgood Perkins. Osgood Perkins, and he's got a movie coming out called The Monkey. And
I saw the trailer for that. That shit looks terrifying.
yeah, bro. But I I I personally didn't like Longlegs. I thought it was pretty underwhelming for the most part. I also think that it was overhyped. I think it was overhyped for me.
Yeah.
I personally didn't like Longlegs. I thought it was overhyped and underwhelming. Like when I was actually watching it, I didn't think that it was at all worth my time.
What's the story plot on that movie?
It's like a I don't know. There's a serial killer, and this detective is tasked on finding the serial killer. But it turns out she might be connected to the serial killer in some way, shape, or form. And so it's kind of interesting. I don't think it's a bad movie. I just think it was overhyped. And I don't know if I necessarily like the ending, but I like him as a director. I think he's good. I've seen other stuff that he's done, and the monkey, I'm just like I'm holding out hope because I'm like it looks really awesome.
It looks scary.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm gonna watch that one or not. Maybe Jurassic World, another movie from Jurassic World. Jurassic World Rebirth.
Rebirth.
You got Scarlett Johansson. I was looking on the cover. It looks like I've seen that guy before. This guy, he's in Good Girls, I think. He's a therapist.
Jonathan Bailey.
I think so.
Dr. Henry Loomis. That's his name. Then we got a couple of other familiar faces. Marshala Ali. Rupert Friend. All right, yeah. Some familiar faces there. And then there's the How to Train Your Dragon remake.
I mean, I'll never get tired of the Jurassic World movies, but when it came to the How to Train Your Dragon, I only watched the first one and I didn't watch like the sequels at all. I had no
Oh.
desire to.
Yeah, like How to Train Your Dragon, I don't know. I really like that first movie. I really like the second one. I don't think I saw the third. But I don't dude, I'm not excited about a live action. I don't think I am, like
It's a
personally.
live action.
It's a live action How to Train Your Dragon.
Okay, that might be interesting, but I feel like the cartoon ones, I feel like they're overdone a lot. I think they're definitely overdone. Now, this movie, it might be good if executed correctly.
Yeah. I think I'm excited. I think I'm excited. I mean, it could be good, but I also don't want this to just be a thing, bro. Like I don't want them to make live action movies right after they're done with the animated one. Like I want some time for it to cook a bit, Because they're already doing a Moana live action.
Are you serious?
I'm dead serious. And I think it comes out next year.
Oh no.
I think it comes out next year. Let me see if I can find it.
And I feel like that is like a really overhyped Disney movie.
Oh yeah. I mean, I think it's good, but probably a bit overhyped.
Yeah. It's like the
Um,
new Frozen, man.
yeah. I guess it might be 2026 it's coming out, but it's still happening, which is just a little upsetting because I'm just like, and The Rock is in it, like
In the live action.
in the live
Oh
action
my
one too.
God,
Yeah,
of
like
course.
he's doing the voice in the cartoon, and now he's doing himself, and so I'm like,
Of course, of
I
course.
I guess you could do it, but I'm not excited. I'm not interested at all.
I'm honestly not gonna lie, I'm not excited for any Dwayne the Rock Johnson movies.
Me too, bro. Like
I'm kind of done with it.
I'm I'm just very tired. Like here's the thing. This is why I don't know if I like him as much. It's because everyone talks about him as like he does the same thing in each movie. He is the same and 100% agree. I think he is the exact same character in each
He
movie.
plays himself
But
basically.
yeah, I mean, the ego and the cool quotation shit that he does in every movie is just annoying to see. It's like, I don't know, have you heard of, I think it's like no lost causes? Like when two big actors are in a movie together and they have a fight scene, one actor can't hit the other more than the other. Like, for example, Fast and Furious had Vin Diesel and The Rock Johnson in a fight scene. and they had to hit each other an equal amount of times in the fight scene because both of those actors in their contracts state that they can't like lose a fight or they can't get hit more. They can't be seen being hit 30 times and not landing 20 hits. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
so I'm just so annoyed by the fact that that's the thing in movies where it's
Uh,
like make your characters flawed. That's what I'm saying. Is Dwayne the Rock Johnson would be such a more interesting actor if all of his characters were more flawed and more not as perfect as every single one of them are.
right.
Black Adam, I mean Jumanji, like every character, he's just like he has moral flaws, but that's not really a I don't
Race
know.
to Witch Mountain.
Yeah, like he's
I
the
will
game
say,
plan.
I will say that the new Christmas movie that had Dwayne the Rock Johnson in it was actually kind of good. I kind of did like it.
You liked it?
I didn't. Yeah, I thought it was good.
Okay.
That's probably one of the only ones, and I did like Race to Witch Mountain when I was younger. But
I I was having a real hard time with Red One because of the just the bad CGI. Like I had a hard time with it. I
really,
had a really
okay,
hard time with the movie. There was a lot I had a hard time with the movie, but that was something that stayed on my mind for a long time.
really,
I
okay.
was like, this is tough. This is tough.
I watched it on like Christmas Eve or something, so I was like in the Christmas spirit, I guess.
Right. No, I mean, I was like, it's fun. I think it's fun. I didn't enjoy it at all, I don't think. I want to respect your opinion, Mikey, but I personally had no enjoyment watching that movie.
And Chris, was it Chris Evans that was in there too?
Chris Evans, Lucy Liu, like, but again, yeah, like that's a perfect example of what we were talking about. The Rock in that movie is just very focused and strong and like mentally just perfect. And I'm just like, I'm so bored. I'm so bored. Like,
Yeah, no, I get that. I did feel like it was like slightly different than some of his other characters, but not fully different. You know, it was just like Santa's security guard, special forces or
yeah.
something.
And like Santa was like super ripped, and I'm like, I think it's cool, but I don't know. I didn't. I was like, I need my Santa to be fat and jolly. I'm sorry. I need my Santa to not my Santa,
Did you
not my
see
Santa.
who they cast as Santa Claus too?
Yeah, J.K. Simmons. I saw the movie.
Oh man, that was an interesting choice
I
for
was
sure.
like, okay, cool. Fatten him up a bit. Like, I just didn't sit well with mine. I was like, I don't like that this Santa is like ripped. I don't like that everyone in this movie is just shredded.
Sorry, I feel like we're getting a little bit off track here. I don't even know when that movie came out.
Last year.
Oh,
Last
okay,
year.
okay. So it counts. It counts.
Yeah. And then there's another Mission Impossible movie, The Final Reckoning.
Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning. Oh my God. Okay. This just goes like right hand in hand with what you were just saying.
Yeah.
I feel like Mission Impossible has been beaten like a horse. Like they've done
What
it
have
too
you
much.
seen the recent ones? What was the last one you watched?
You're right. I've only seen the first like four, and
Okay.
like I just feel like they're taking it so far.
But
And
yeah,
him as an actor,
I think you really got to check them out because on the contrary to things like Fast and Furious is squeezing it out and they're doing it in like the worst way, where they're just making movies that are pandering to the audience. They're like, okay, cars, stupid stunts, ridiculous dialogue,
explosions.
explosions, like that's all that Fast and Furious is. But what Mission Impossible is Tom Cruise is like, all right, what kind of crazy ass stunt, like actual stunt, can I do and actually film it and put it into a movie? Because in the fourth one, this is when he started to do his crazy. He's done crazy stunts throughout his movies, throughout the Mission Impossible movies, but
Mhm.
in the fourth one, he's outside the Burj Khalifa climbing the wall. Is that one of the ones that you saw? Where he's got those like sticky gloves.
It's been a while,
Oh, it's okay.
mostly.
It's okay. The reason I brought it up was just because he was actually hanging outside of that building. Like Tom Cruise, the actor, was actually doing that stunt. And that was a big selling point for the movie. Not only was that awesome, but the movie was pretty fun and well written and it had good action. Then they get onto the fifth, which I can't remember. No, he was hanging off an airplane. He was holding on to an airplane as it was taking off. He was holding on
Yeah,
to an
yeah,
airplane
that rings
as
a bell.
Yeah, he was holding on to an airplane as it was taking off, and he actually did that. So that was another big stunt. Again, he just does this throughout the Mission Impossible movies, and I think that's why I'm going back to the cinema for them
Mhm.
because I want to see what kind of crazy shit he's gonna do again. Or
Yeah,
Fast and Furious, I'm like, I don't need to hear Vin Diesel go, I'm gonna unleash the beast as he drives across a bridge and then jumps a car over a building into an alleyway, perfectly landing and not getting a scratch. Like that shit. I can't do it anymore. Fast and Furious is fun for the first like 6 movies, and then I get real tired.
that's fair, and I think it's mainly because I have a little bit of beef with Tom Cruise as an actor, but I know what you mean because with the new one of the most recent Mission Impossible movies, he did that stunt on the motorcycle where he went off the ramp,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and like it was a crazy jump,
Yeah.
and like he did that shit in real life, and like that is respectable. But I know he's also extremely hard to work with on set. I've heard like he's an asshole.
Mm-hmm.
So I have like a little bit of issues with him as an actor, but I can see what you mean.
Yeah. But I also look at it like I think I get that. I could see him being a pretty strict person to work with. 100%. I mean, the guy's like 62 and
No way.
the guy's like 62 and he's still doing his stunts. He's still producing his movies. And so the guy's 62 and he does all of his own stunts and he's so I imagine that he is a real tough bastard to work with
Yeah.
sometimes, but also he has made some amazing shit. So I'm also like, as a consumer of movies, I'm like, I'll separate the art from the artist. I don't need to talk to the guy.
Yeah.
I just need him to make good movies. And he does. So I'm like, eh.
Agreed.
Wicked for Good is coming out. I actually didn't see Wicked.
Me neither,
I didn't.
but I mean, I was thinking about it.
You want to go see it?
Maybe have to get back to you, but yeah, let's see that one and maybe a couple others too.
Yeah. Um, cool. And then there's the last Conjuring movie that's coming out. Conjuring Last Rites.
Another Conjuring movie, huh?
Another Conjuring movie.
How many is that?
I think that's the fourth one. It's
Wasn't
the
the
fourth
third
one.
one a prequel to the first two?
It may have been. I can't remember it honestly. I watched it. I watched it during. I watched it when I had COVID, and I was bedridden, and I was just like, this sucks. Let me pop in a movie." And I watched it, and I know I watched it all, but I can't remember squat. I can't remember anything from it. So I'm just like, I don't know. I mean, I like the first two Conjuring movies. I know I like them, and I remember thinking that I liked the third, but I remember feeling like I liked the third, but I didn't. I don't know. I didn't need another one.
No, me neither. But I'm also not like a top-notch horror fan. Like I do like certain horror films,
Hmm.
but I feel like ruined like I've ruined horror a little bit for myself by like binge watching the Saw movies.
I see. I see. You're just like, I'm over it with all the blood and things.
The gore, like so desensitized to it also, but
Yeah. No. Yeah. I get it. I
mm,
think I can't get enough of it. Is the thing is that I have to get variety of it. I have to have like Korean horror, and then I have to have American silly horror, and then I have to have like a bloody like Saw movie, and then I have to have like, I don't know, a thriller. Like I have to shake it up, and then I'm good. But as long as I have variety, it's easy.
makes sense. I feel like I stick to a lot of the same genres, comedy or action.
Mm, mm. But speaking of Saw, they've got another one coming out next year.
No way.
This year actually, yeah, 2025.
Oh no.
Saw 11, bro.
I'm scared.
Did you see 10?
I don't remember
I
honestly.
could tell you
Saw like 8 or 9 of them.
the opening scene is like an eyeball vacuum.
What?
He's got like a dude with goggles and it's got tubes that are like hooked to a vacuum.
Okay, I feel like I would remember that, but
Yeah, dude.
also,
It made me squirm so bad in the I was alone and I've never like reacted physically, but that scene really made me go like ew, like I squirmed in my seat for the very first time. I was like that is disgusting.
that's the trailer for 11 or 10.
That was in 10. You
10.
can watch 10 right now. You can watch that scene on YouTube right now if you
No
want.
way.
I'll
I
watch it with you.
think that I watched the first 9 movies. I
Yeah.
think that's what it was.
And they had like a spin-off like Jigsaw with Chris Rock. I don't know
Okay.
if you saw that one.
I feel like my brain just blocked out a lot of that shit. It was like, this is not worth remembering. I'm just gonna throw that in the disposal.
Yeah, you're like, that was gory
Too
and
terrifying.
too terrifying for me. Yeah.
It was pretty bad.
Yeah, but it's got the same guy from all the Saw movies. Tobin Bell.
Okay.
Yeah. Like I want to play a game. That guy. The guy who says that.
He died.
Yeah, no, me too. But like they keep retconning it. They keep like, oh, but this is a prequel, and then this is a prequel. This is a sequel to that prequel.
Oh, he left this recording even though he's dead and
Yeah,
like a whole elaborate game for
yeah.
you.
Like he planned this all out way before his death, and I'm like, I don't know, I don't know. Just make someone else do it. Like you don't have to have him in the movie to make it Saw. Also, I don't care. Like also like
Yeah.
he can be in it. I'm not that upset about it. I also think that you could do someone fresh.
Yeah, they did do one of them where there was like the successor or whatever that
Mm.
was doing the games, right?
That's true. Yeah, they were doing it for a bit.
And then there was another one where somebody else did it too, I think.
Mm. But it's like turns out he's alive or something. But anyways, yeah, Saw 10 or 11 comes out next year. There's the Thunderbolts, which is another Marvel movie. It's like Suicide Squad Marvel. It's got like
Okay.
all the anti-heroes.
I feel like I gave up a little bit on the Marvel universe,
Yeah,
but
like
at the same time, some of them might be good.
Deadpool and Wolverine was not a bad one. I had fun with it.
Oh yeah, I
I don't
love that movie. That was good.
Yeah. I don't know how much I want to watch it again, like per se. Like I think it is really fun and I will probably want to watch it in maybe a year or two.
Yeah.
But I think I am over Marvel as a whole. I'm over those jokes. I'm over that type of humor. I'm over the weird I don't know how to explain it, but
What phase are we on now?
like 17.
Feels like it. I mean, they just kind of like drew everything to a close and like started fresh on all these new characters to focus on in the Marvel universe. So it just feels a lot different now.
Yeah.
This phase, on these phases.
Hmm.
And there's just been a lot of shifting around.
I'm a little tired. I'm a little tired of Marvel. I'm like, because if they do something that's really different, I'd be into it. But all of their movies are just the same. They all feel the same, and they don't have anything for me to be really interested in really checking out. Like, sure, action maybe. Like I like action movies. Marvel's got some good action, sure. But other than that, like I really don't care. Like the Winter Soldier is not as cool as he was when he first appeared. And
Yeah.
like everyone else in that movie, who else is in Thunderbolts? Yeah, like Black Widow's sister. I'm like, she was cool in Black Widow's movie, but I mean, maybe she might be good in this. Like as a character, I think Florence Pugh is a good actor. I think she's a great actor actually, but I don't I don't care for that character at all. And then there's the guy from like the Falcon TV show. Did you see the Falcon and Winter Soldier TV show?
No, but isn't it the same guy who's supposed to succeed Captain
Captain America.
America
Yeah.
from the very last Avengers movie?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And he's in it too. So I'm like, okay. But
It's the guy who's in that episode of Black Mirror.
uh-huh. Yeah, that's the guy. That's the very guy. Kurt Russell's son, actually.
Okay.
Anyways, let's talk about two more that I didn't bring up.
All right.
Like,
Let's
because
go.
I think we didn't record when we were talking about Mickey 17.
Oh,
So,
okay. Okay.
yeah. But Bong Joon-ho uh, is coming out with Mickey 17. And I don't know if you saw the trailers for that one, but it's got our boy Robert Pattinson in it from Twilight. But
Robert Pattinson.
yeah, Batman.
Really?
The Batman that you didn't like.
No.
Yeah.
Hated it.
Yeah.
Honestly.
That's very fair. I think it's worth hating. I love it, but I also think it's worth hating. Like I think I can throw it in either bin. I think I'm choosing to love it.
Yeah.
Like when people point out how bad it is, I'm like, I don't I agree, but I'm gonna toss it in the good bin. But that being said, yeah, Robert Pattinson, Mickey 17. It's a space movie. It's like a space uh drama, thriller, action. It
Yeah.
looks like a bunch of different stuff, but it
Is it
looks
like horror?
I don't think so. I don't think so because what it is it's about a guy who uh can come back to life. Like he can just be cloned again. Like he signs up for a cloning process, so if he dies, he can just be recloned and he comes back alive.
That sounds like pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'd love to do that.
Yeah. And so it's called Mickey 17, I think, because he goes through at least 17 clones of himself.
Oh my
I
god.
think that's why it's called that. And so,
It's like Rick Sanchez.
like Rick Sanchez, yeah, he's just another clone of himself, another clone.
Oh,
But I mean, Bong Joon Ho is just such a good director. Like he did Parasite. I recently watched one of his first movies, Memories of Murder, for the first time, and dude, the guy's just he knows what he's doing. He's a really good director.
what was the other one that he did too?
Parasite. There was Snowpiercer.
Oh yeah,
Snowpiercer. He's
Snowpiercer.
done Snowpiercer, and that's an awesome movie. I don't, I I love Snowpiercer. I think Snowpiercer's awesome.
Is that the entire movie takes place on that train?
On a train.
Right.
Yep. Going from back to front, screen left to screen right.
Kind of like was it Captain America Winter Soldier or Civil War that had that train fight scene?
uh, Probably. I don't remember a train fight scene. Maybe the first Captain America.
Or oh, it's when Bucky falls into the
Yeah,
ravine.
that's the first one.
Oh,
That's the
okay,
first one.
okay, okay.
Yeah. Um, but yeah, so Mickey 17, I'm super excited about it just because I mean the trailer looks awesome, but I think Bong Joon-ho is just one of the best directors alive today.
I'm excited for it too, honestly. I think it'll be good.
Yeah.
And I love space movies, and I feel like there's a lot of that going around right now.
Like some good sci-fi, like
Yeah,
space operas and things like that.
space horror too,
Yeah.
like Alien Romulus,
Yeah, that was good.
and just the Alien series in general.
Yeah. No, and I'm excited to see where they take that from like cuz I think they are already working on like another like a follow-up to Romulus. They're already working on the next Alien movie,
Yes,
which is a follow-up to Romulus.
let's
So I'm
go.
like, yeah, excited. Probably Kaylee Spaney will be in the same one, like because she was in Romulus. She's the main girl in Romulus,
Uh-huh.
and so she's probably going to be in the next one. I assume.
Okay.
I assume.
R.I.P.
But
Ripley.
R.I.P. Ripley.
Let's bring back Ripley again.
Yeah, Sigourney Weaver.
Somehow,
Ripley 17.
somehow they resurrected it.
They were cloned like Mickey 17. Ripley 17. um but no, the third 28 Days movie's coming out too. 28 years later. Did you see any of the 28 like 28 days later, 28 weeks later?
I don't know if I did.
Zombie movies.
Oh,
Like
really?
old school zombie not old school, but older zombie movies. The first one came out in like 2001.
So this one's like zombie movie series.
It's a zombie movie, the third one.
Okay.
It's the first one was called 28 Days Later, second one 28 Weeks Later, and now we have 28 Years Later.
Oh man.
And it's a reference to the zombie apocalypse and 28 days later. Like The movie picks up 28 days later after the apocalypse has kind of happened. And so the second movie takes place 28 weeks after the apocalypse. And now this one 28 years
That's gonna
after the
be
apocalypse. Like,
that's gonna be like watching a completely different movie
yeah.
in the series. Like, yeah, I'm sure there'll be zombies, but I bet it'll be different from the first two for sure.
Like the evolution of the zombies is going to be really interesting to see because
Yeah,
I'm
that's true.
predicting that they're not like most of them are going to be nothing but rags, like their clothing. Because think
Yeah.
about it, these zombies are running around for years, 28 years. Like, of course, their clothes are going to be rags. I'm sure you're going to see a couple of naked zombies. Like,
Right?
yeah,
They never do that though.
yeah,
It's like you don't see it a lot,
yeah. But I think that would
but
be
that's what makes
terrifying.
sense.
Yeah. It's what
Yeah.
makes sense, and it would be absolutely terrifying. To have this naked zombie running after you, that just makes it 10 times worse. A whole
Oh,
rotting body in front of you.
oh,
No cloths.
that's horrible.
Yeah.
Horrible shit.
No, but it's got Aaron Taylor Johnson in it. He's you've seen him before.
It's
He's been
got me
around.
intrigued. Very intrigued. I love zombie content. Can't get enough of it, to be
It's
honest.
true. It's so true. Zombies. I mean, I can get tired of it, but this I am really excited for.
Let's go. 28 years later, a 2025 movie directed by Danny Boyle.
Danny Boyle also did he did the first two. So he did I recently saw one of his other movies, Sunshine. That was an awesome one.
Nice.
But yeah, he's good. He did Train Spotting. Um
And I just love apocalypse content and apocalypse movies, TV shows in general.
mm,
Like I'm really excited for the The Walking Dead spinoff with Rick Grimes.
is it The Ones Who Live?
The Ones Who Live. Yeah, it
Yeah.
just hit Netflix. I just barely watched the first episode last night.
Nice. How is it?
I definitely had good reviews on it. It's been out for a little bit, but I waited till it hit Netflix to watch it.
Yeah. But you
But
like it?
yeah,
Yeah.
and obviously it's got Andrew Lincoln, so like he's a really good. He carries the show on his back
Yeah.
sometimes. So if he's in it, it's definitely worth watching.
Yeah. Well, I think I'm I don't know. I've always liked him as Rick.
Mhm.
Like I think I've felt pretty weird about the show, but when the conversation of him as a character, as an actor, I'm like, yeah, I've always liked seeing him as Rick. I've never felt weird about that. I felt weird about other characters and other things about the show.
Choices that were made about it.
Choice, yeah, 100%, but for the most part, I'm like him as a character, I've always liked. So, I would probably be down for The Ones Who Live also.
Yeah, it's I'd highly recommend it. They're doing several different spin-off TV series from the Walking Dead universe. So
Hmm.
you have the Daryl Dixon TV show. Uh, there is The Ones Who Live, and then there's one more.
Is it Carol? Is Carol doing it? No, Negan and what's her face?
Negan and Maggie
The
is in the
city
other
of
one.
the dead city.
Dead City, that's what it was. And then you have the prequel Walking Dead series as well. So there's just
Yeah.
so much Walking Dead content out right now. It makes me happy.
You're just like, I'll watch all of it.
Not all of it is great. I
Yeah,
will say that, but a lot of it's good. So the
that's good.
Daryl Dixon one was really good.
That's nice. That's really nice.
Mhm.
And then the last one that I'm excited for, bro, is the Until Dawn movie.
Until Dawn.
Until Dawn. It's based off of a video game. It's another horror movie, but yeah, it's another one that's based off of a video game, and they just released a trailer too. So from what I can tell, I think it's gonna be a pretty fun time. At least I think the trailer looks fun. The um the basic concept is that these kids go to like a cabin,
Uh-huh.
and there's something weird about the cabin, and they end up all dying but then they come back to life, and the night will repeat itself, and they have to survive the night until dawn. Like they have to survive until dawn in order to get out of the situation. Does that make
So
sense?
if they die, then the day starts over again.
Yeah, the night will start over. And each night there is a new threat.
Oh,
Each night there's a different monster or killer or
that sounds horrific.
yeah. And so they have to survive each new thing that pops up or they get trapped forever
Oh,
or something. I don't know. But the trailer looks awesome. Trailer looks awesome. I played the game a couple of times and it's a pretty fun game. Like I'm excited to see how they adapt it.
that sounds interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, Until Dawn. But anyways, yeah, those are the movies I'm excited for. I
Nice.
yeah.
I think that there's going to be a lot of great movies this year and last year. I feel like movie quality has improved a little bit.
Yeah. I think so. I think that there's like 2024, I had just watched so many movies that came out and I got excited because I was like, I'm I'm really like watching all of the movies that are getting buzz as like I'm watching them as they're getting buzz. And so it was just exciting to see like, oh, this movie's getting talked about. I watch it and then I'm part of the group of people that are talking about it like online and stuff like that. Like with challengers and things like that. Like I was just excited to hear what other people were thinking
Yeah.
and then for me to have opposing views of being like, well, I thought it was great or I thought it was good or Zendaya, I do think it's probably Zendaya's best movie. Challengers.
Okay.
I don't think she's been this good in a movie.
Did you see the show that she was in?
No, but I want
Euphoria.
to. I want to.
She
I
was really good in that show
yeah.
too.
No, I haven't seen it. I just have a hard time watching shows. Such a hard time with it
If there ever was a show to watch,
because that's got Hunter Shafir in it too, huh?
yeah. Hunter Schafer. She was in Cuckoo.
Schaefer, Shafir,
I
Schaefer,
either way.
tomato, tomato.
Tomato,
But yeah,
potato.
she was in Cuckoo,
Cuckoo. Yeah,
which was awesome. You should check that one out.
I will
It'll
definitely.
confuse the fuck out of you, but it's a good one.
Yeah, that's what I like.
Yeah. But yeah, anyways, 2025 should be a good year. I'm excited.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So those are the 2025 movies that we are most excited to see.
Some good ones, some good picks. Most excited, maybe not Minecraft, but
Yeah, not all of my.
worth talking about for sure. All of the movies that are worth note.
True.
Yeah. All right.
Thanks for tuning in. Until next time.